Clock out, come home, and drink away. To bash and burn the weekly plays. Douchey calls and sweaty balls, this is Scotch Sporting.
I'm still gonna do finger guns. I can't help it.
Now we gotta find a baby to put in the lap of someone.
That's right. That's right. So what is up, everybody? Welcome to Scotch Sporting. This is not how Scotch Sporting normally starts. It's usually just us rambling for 20 minutes. But I feel weird not introducing the show. So welcome.
That is fair.
Tay is not here with us tonight. She had baby issues and work issues and needs a night
Back
off.
to being a real person.
And listen, you need it when you're a parent, man. Trust me, I am aware of the grind of being a parent. So with me tonight, I have Mark Bunn.
Hey.
And Tyler Hoskin.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. What's going on, guys?
I just came back from a nice all-you-can-eat sushi dinner.
Wow,
Oh, I
where'd you
hate
go
you.
for that?
All the way to St. Catharines to a place called East Ikazaya.
I
Gaza?
believe we have sushi restaurants in Hamilton.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
you,
but
you
These
drove
sushi restaurants
45
in
minutes
Hamilton,
for sushi?
it's fresh sushi, and they used to come around to tables like Copacabana with meats on sticks. But because of COVID, you can now just order straight off the menu. So we did that tonight.
So wait,
Nice.
so instead of meat on a stick, they come around with rolls. Is what you're saying? Because they're not coming around with sushi on a stick.
No, it's it's like bacon wrapped chicken, bacon wrapped steak,
Oh, what?
cheese on steak.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I go there
Okay.
and not in Hamilton, because they
Well-
don't offer that here in Hamilton.
I believe you have my phone number. Right?
It wasn't my plan.
Right,
I literally
right,
got
right,
told
but-
this.
But I have a phone right here. Not
And I have a
905. You know
car.
the rest.
All right, next time let's plan
All right.
an all-you-can-eat sushi. All right,
I'm down for some all-you-can-eat sushi, my man.
maybe Sunday after the football game.
It depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
That's true. I know.
Right? So, I mean, it depends. Like, am I in a good
It could
mood?
be a celebratory dinner, or
But I mean, after that last game, Mark, I mean, I know I sent you the picture, but dear God, that
you crushed that thing in like 5 minutes.
we went to the coop. Look, there you go. Look at that. Look at that chicken
That looks
burger right there,
delicious.
man. Like, I'm telling you, that thing you got to get it with the New York sauce, right?
sauce. Yeah, New York butter sauce. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, that was the best chicken burger. Second best chicken burger.
I was gonna say, what about the one that we got at Porchetta's?
The one at
Toronto.
Porchetta's is the best. Is probably the best chicken burger I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I'm listen. I know it's crazy, but those Popeyes chicken burgers, they're real fucking good.
Mhm.
Like, you don't need to go to a fancy place to get a good chicken burger. Just find a Popeyes and get one of theirs. It's the
And
spicy.
you know what? Mary Brown's chicken sandwich is just as good as too.
I got to try that. I do have
Yeah.
to try that. Well, welcome to This Week in Food.
As always.
As always. Okay, so anything we want to talk about before we get into the leadoff? It's kind of a light week. I kind of found out I was hosting, and so threw some stuff together. So it's kind of light.
I don't know if I want to bring something up unless it's part of the leadoff. So maybe
Did
wait
you
till
look
after
at the
leadoff.
notes, Mark? There are show notes.
I
Mark,
literally
look at
got
notes.
home, got dressed, left
Funny
for
joke.
dinner.
Well,
I didn't have time.
I will give you a preview of the leadoff.
Okay.
So there it is. We have the new Team Canada jerseys. The Pats are in first place. TFC something. Rodgers needs a tow truck in the CFL playoffs. Is it any of those things?
I was gonna talk about LeBron getting suspended for the
Then
first time in his career.
Let's do it. Let's talk about LeBron.
Did you guys see that play? I mean, I threw it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
hilarious.
the
The amount of blood that came out of that guy's face, I was
Yeah.
stunned.
it's a lot
He's
of
on
blood.
blood thinners or something.
Let's see if I can bring it up here. We'll play it
Cut
on
himself.
All right. Oh yeah, we got it here. I think this is it. Yep. Hold on. Let me bring it up. There we go. I don't think you
It
guys are
didn't
getting
look
the
that-
sound. There you
Yeah, on no sound. It
All
didn't
right.
look that bad.
Yeah,
It
little
didn't look
push,
that
little
bad,
push.
no, but I feel like basketball players are a bunch of babies these days, and they get breathed on the wrong way, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
So-
took like the entire arena to stop this man from going after LeBron James.
Yeah, like.
but I mean with
he
that
was
with that
real
amount
mad.
of blood, I understand, right? Like if you get gouged like that, that's I'd be upset too.
But even when they get him like walking away, he like
comes
fakes him
back.
out and then boom,
Say, I love that. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
good.
I'm
good.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna kill him, man. Like, look at that blood. That's like a horror movie happening on his face
Yeah.
right there. That's no good. That's no good. So this is the first time. How long's LeBron been in the league?
18,
Oh,
19 years because
Yeah, I
he
was
came
gonna
in
say
when he was
almost 20
18.
years.
Yeah,
And this is the first time he's been suspended.
first time ever
shit.
he's been suspended. Yeah,
That's crazy. Look, he goes back. He's
Yeah.
going back. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Damn.
the worst was this took place like a week after the anniversary, I guess you can call it, of the Malice at the Palace, and the
Right.
announcer in here said, "Fans, remain in your seats, please."
Like,
Only in Detroit.
yeah, it has to
Probably.
be right. With something in the water there.
Yeah, it's lead, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh my god, I still can't get over how much blood that is.
Mhm.
So he gets one, the other guy gets two.
He only got two because he went ballistic.
Right.
Had he not gone ballistic, he probably just gotten the one.
Right. Crazy.
I mean, even if he probably just would have walked away at all and not done anything and just took care of his face,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he probably wouldn't even gotten a game.
No, true. Yeah, yeah, he definitely wouldn't have gotten anything. Yeah.
All right.
I'm glad that the league isn't like saving the superstars anymore.
Yeah. It's like, oh, but it's LeBron James. Maybe we'll just give him a
I don't
fine.
care.
And that's
Yeah,
it.
I don't care who it is.
Sweep it under the rug.
If you deserve a game, you deserve a game.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's hit it with the leadoff then, eh?
Let's do
Boom.
it.
All right, so the leadoff, we have 5 topics, 60 seconds each to talk about them. So I'll introduce the topic and give the guys 60 seconds to give me their thoughts. So Team Canada, you know, the whole Roots thing happened, so no more Roots clothing. Or who is it again?
Lululemon.
Lululemon.
Lululemon, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a preview first in case you haven't seen them. I'm gonna give you the preview before we start the
I have
clock.
seen it.
Okay, so these are the new Team Canada jerseys. There's one in white. If you're listening to the audio, I apologize, but go check us out on YouTube. You can see all this. The red with the black leaf, definitely not a fan of this one. The black is okay. I just don't know why it doesn't have a red leaf. So,
right?
so anyways, all right, let's go back to this, and then we're gonna start the clock, guys. Is it a maple leaf or is it a turkey butt?
All I see now is turkey butt after someone
I was
mentioned
gonna
it.
say the moment you put that up there, I cannot not see.
It's
Turkey
what it
butt
is.
anymore.
It is a turkey butt.
Yeah, it was. I went from I don't hate it to turkey butt.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. I'm not gonna go buy one.
No, I mean they're so plain. I don't know. It's just, I hate it. I actively hate it. But what
Yeah.
about you, Mark?
I don't like it. I like the original Hockey Handle logo, and I know why they can't use it anymore because it's considered a corporate logo, which is stupid. But I will rock that jersey, and I still have it.
Yeah. Well, because it's a good jersey. It's a
It's
good
jersey,
logo.
good logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The timer didn't start on time, so I'm just gonna
Clock out.
end it a little bit early.
Oh,
yeah, I
You
I
get
had
more
to-
time of the next ones.
maybe I had.
And we can't blame Lululemon for this either because it's
No.
a Nike jersey.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
So
That's right. So, all right, guys, don't look now. But the Patriots are on top in the AFC East. I think we all thought we had maybe another season where we didn't have to worry
I told
about.
you as soon as he drafted Mac Jones. I put it in the
Wait,
chat.
Mark, wait. Let me introduce it before you start rambling. The normal people in the rest of the world that aren't Mark Bunn thought maybe we had at least another season where we wouldn't have to worry about the Patriots being considered a contender for the Super Bowl again. But here we are, first place. All right, is anybody shocked? I'm going to start the timer.
I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked. I'm more shocked that the Bills just tanked so hard.
Yeah.
That's my shock. I'm not shocked that the Pats are doing well. I'm shocked that the Bills aren't doing better.
Yeah, I had the Pats like a 10-7, 11-6 record. And I figured the Bills would have had a better record because, coming off an AFC championship last year and everyone coming back pretty much the same roster, you thought that they would just get better.
But instead, they're Bills gonna Bills.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, quite.
And Belichick does what he does best.
I'm also shocked that Mac Jones is the best quarterback to come out of the draft.
I'm also shocked that the Denver Broncos passed on him.
Right?
I told you on draft night, the fact that both the Panthers and the Broncos passed on both Justin Fields and Mac Jones was a mistake.
Yep.
Because both those teams need quarterbacks.
Bad.
And look what the Panthers did. They've gone back to Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Crazy.
And the Broncos are, Bridgewater isn't the answer. Definitely not Drew Lock.
Well, I mean, at least Carolina's paying for our quarterback.
That's true.
So.
Unreal. But, I mean, Mac Jones being the best quarterback isn't a surprise. I mean, he was the most ready of all 5 of them. And that's why there was that huge talk about him going to the Niners, because critics thought that the Niners needed someone who can step in right now and not a project.
Right.
There you go. All right. So TFC something. Toronto FC hires Bob Bradley as the new coach and sporting director. Boy, am I glad Tyler's here to tell me what all of this means.
Nepotism.
All right.
It's nepotism.
Tyler, go ahead.
I fucking love it. It's so on Monday, the TFC and the GM decided to part ways. So, and then on Tuesday, TFC announced that the interim head coach is no longer going to be the head coach. And then today, being Wednesday, they announced that Bob Bradley, the father of Michael Bradley, who is the current team captain of TFC, is going to be the new head coach
Wow.
of TFC.
Okay.
And this has been brewing for a very long time. And like as soon as because he was the coach of LAFC until about a week ago when they decided to part ways, and then everybody
So this
was
was
like,
all set up.
he's coming to Toronto. It's
Okay.
done. It's a done deal. So I'm so excited.
This is a good thing then for the TFC?
I think so. He had a good press conference. He said all the right things, obviously, but he has had some positive in his coaching career, so that's a good thing to see after we had 2 coaches this year who had fuck all. And
the first one was described as a high school gym teacher, which he was.
Basically, yeah.
Wait, wait, what?
Chris Armas was the head coach to start the season.
Uh-huh.
And he came from the New York Red Bulls, who, if you know, New York sports are always at the top.
Right.
Like they're always there. He took a winning team and tanked the fuck out of them.
Beautiful.
Like they turned to shit. And he came to Toronto and did the exact same thing.
That's good.
So so TFC is on the up and up now. I think it's a turn for the better.
All right.
I can see in the locker room Michael Bradley saying, well, my dad.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to get all the playing time because that's what dads do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to watch little kids soccer, and I remember the kids of the coaches always played the most and played the best position. And yeah. Anyways, all right. Back to, Aaron Rodgers. This whole Aaron Rodgers thing just, it's not going away.
It's not going away.
How long has it been? It's been, 3 weeks, 4 weeks that this has been
at least
in the news.
3 weeks.
So Aaron Rodgers has COVID toe.
Is that like the same thing as turf toe? I want to look it up.
So
I took
apparently,
back to look it up.
what happens is, you after 4 weeks of having COVID, you'll develop like a swelling in your toe. It goes away usually after 6 weeks, but so it's nothing major. But during his press conference, Aaron decided to take his sock off and shoe
Oh God!
and show everybody his toe. I don't think that we needed to see his toe. All right, I'm gonna start the timer, Mark. How long do we think this circus is gonna last?
I think it's gonna last the rest of the season then. Because
You-
I mean, it was a big deal because he lied about it, right? And that's
Right.
why it's such a big story.
Right. Had he been up front from the start, like we said that when it first happened, like had you just been up front, nobody would care. You'd
No,
be Kirk Cousins to us. We'd just be like, oh, you're an idiot, but at least you're sticking to your fucking guns.
And he lost to Kirk Cousins this week.
Of course. Now, do you think this hurts him because he's going to be a free agent, right?
Mhm.
So does this hurt him in the offseason?
No.
No.
It's like when Peyton came up that neck surgery, and people were like, "Oh no, he's come up neck surgery. Is anyone going to want to sign him?"
Right.
Someone's gonna
Well,
sign him.
hang on. But Peyton wasn't fucking lying about. He might have been lying about other stuff, but he wasn't lying about fucking getting a vaccine and getting
Yeah,
fucking
that's fair.
ivermectin from fucking Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Clock out.
So,
Joe fucking Rogan.
all right. Joe fucking Rogan. All right, guys.
Dr. Joe.
I know it's the most magical time of year. CFL playoffs are upon us. 6 teams left out of 9. Don't make fun of it. It's fine that 6 teams out of 9
Yeah,
make the
Mr.
playoffs.
Peanut.
Yeah. So we have this week we have Montreal at Hamilton, and we have there it is, and we have Calgary at Saskatchewan. Your first place teams from the East is Toronto. From the West is Winnipeg. Guys, who do you got and why to win it all? To win it all, not these games. Just
Win it all?
to win it all. Who do you got and why?
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg and why,
Most
Mark?
dominant team all year.
Right. Are you not worried
Offense,
about
defense?
not worried about
No.
a 2-game losing streak going into the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
I feel like they can turn on when they want to turn on, and it's go time.
All right. Tyler, who you got?
God, I wish I knew more about CFL.
You know as much as I do about TFC.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
Pick a team.
Just for shits and giggles, because I know everybody hates them. Let's go with Saskatchewan.
Oh, boo. Okay, so I'm going to go with the fucking Toronto Argonauts because for some reason they fucking backhand their way into a championship every 5 years, and they're about due. And that's what I think is going to happen is that they're gonna magically beat us next week.
Clock
They're
out.
gonna magically somehow beat because I honestly don't think Winnipeg's gonna be there. I think it's gonna be Calgary and Toronto.
Oh.
That's my hope because any other combination that doesn't involve the Tiger Cats makes a very difficult game for me to watch.
Especially because we're going.
Right.
I would like to say that 2 weeks ago, when Katie was in the hospital due to getting hit by a car,
Mm-hmm.
I watched.
How's she doing, by the way? Sorry, how's she doing, by the way?
She's doing okay.
That's
She's doing
good.
all right. She's on a lot of meds.
Okay.
But the pain gets better every day.
That's good.
Well, it gets lesser every
Right.
day. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
is the better word. But I watched a full CFL game. Like
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
the Ticats game on Friday night.
Oh well, look at that. I left
So-
it. I left at the end of the third quarter because it was cold and man,
Yeah.
the Grey Cup is going to suck. I gotta figure out something, man.
I get layers, man. Gilliers,
I
and
wore
buy those hot warmers. Those hand warmer things.
I wore 2 pairs of pants. I had
Yeah.
T-shirt, golf shirt, hoodie, sweater, my winter jacket, and I was still
foot
cold.
warmers. Foot warmers.
I actually have a
Oh, and
box
2
of them.
pairs of socks.
I'll bring that with us to the game if you want.
Okay, bring them on Sunday. We're gonna need them.
Seriously, foot warmers are the best thing ever.
Okay.
You can buy them now. Right? There's a guy at work who bought these steel-toed boots that are battery charged to generate heat.
Oh,
that's fancy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it was like $250 for those boots.
I
That's
mean,
interesting.
yeah. If you work in construction and you're outside a lot, that makes sense. But the little gel packs, just you throw those in your boots or whatever, and you keep a couple in your jacket pocket for your hands.
Like I said, I'll bring a whole box. You just shake it all you want and then just store it in there.
They're the best.
Is that the thing like from Zack and Mary where he sticks in his pants and it gets stuck under his balls?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just don't do
that.
Yeah, don't do that. That's
Okay.
not a good idea.
Don't do that thing.
Don't. I don't have it for
Don't
this.
do that thing.
I don't have it for this screen. Hold on, I got it for this one. There we go. Don't do the thing.
Don't do that thing.
Is that the new
thing's
thing?
bad.
Sticking the warmers under your balls.
That might be the new TikTok challenge.
Yeah, exactly. That's the new TikTok challenge right there.
Oh my god. All right, guys. So let's get into the deep dive for this week. So, again, CFL heavy since I'm hosting. That's how it goes. Patrick Levels, defensive back for the Montreal Alouettes, has guaranteed a victory this Sunday against the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Guaranteed a victory.
He has guaranteed a victory in a first round playoff game, which one I think is insane. You're also on a team that lost your last game of the season, which had playoff implications to the worst team, maybe the second worst team in the league. We could go either way with it.
Oh, man.
Do you have any business making this guarantee?
Especially how they lost. Hilariously.
They blew a 15-point lead.
Yeah.
They were up 18-3. They blow the lead. Ottawa scores a touchdown with like 5 seconds left on the clock or something. And then they're down by 1 and have the extra point. So it's either kick the point and take the tie and go to overtime. But the coach is like, fuck it, our season's over. I don't want to play overtime. So he's like, go for 2. We either get the 2 and win or we don't get the 2 and lose, but who cares? So went out, scored the 2, Montreal loses, and then they're immediately not hosting a playoff game. So
and don't forget, before that drive, how Ottawa got the ball back was because they fucking fumbled it.
That's right. That's right. So Levels quote, "We will win in Hamilton. Stamp it. Put it as big as you need to. Black it out. We're coming. Montreal Alouettes. See you soon. Can't wait."
That's the stuff they put on like the board in the locker room saying, "Boys."
Right. So
yeah. I would just like to quote Matt Hasselbeck and say, "We want the ball and we're gonna win."
Exactly, right? We want the ball. We're gonna score. We're a team that can't be beat. The only way we can be beat is if we beat ourselves, and that comes off turnovers, penalties, and explosive plays being taken away.
The doy.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that like the Madden quote? Like, oh, the way you win is by scoring more points than the other team. Like, that's how you win, guys.
Usually.
That's usually how it goes.
So
don't tell that to the Steelers and the Lions, though.
So a little bit of history with Patrick Levels. So he played with Montreal in 2019. And then he signed with Hamilton in 2020, at the beginning of 2020. Obviously, there was no season in 2020. So all the contracts, even though they didn't play, that year still counted against contract. So he became a free agent after that season and then re-signed with Montreal. So there was a moment in time where he was supposed to be on this Ticats team. So I don't know if that plays into any of this, but he's like, and he's specifically calling out players too. So in his thing, he says, "My boys are going to rally behind me. I promise you. Stand back, running through them boys like a running back. Defense, we're on fire. Jeremiah Mazzoli, come see me. Brandon Banks, come see me. I'm calling people out. Don Jackson, come see me. Coach O, come see me." Where is
Wow.
this? What I don't understand is where is this hostility coming from?
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
is he
like,
so spurned?
why? Yeah, because like you didn't play for them. It's not like you got benched or something. You just didn't get
Or got cut
re-signed
or
with it.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, like, sorry, your contract was up, and we didn't see you play. So
Yeah, and you know
sorry.
we have cap issues, so so he guarantees the win, and so obviously today the Ticats were asked about it, and Simone Lawrence says, "I'll be honest, it makes me laugh. I don't do that. I don't know nothing about that. I just let people do what they do. Whatever makes people feel good about life. Do what's best for you." So not buying into it, not playing into it at all. Yeah, I don't think it's bulletin board material. We're all grown men. We take this stuff very seriously. Every game we go in very serious. Whatever someone says to their team to motivate them, it's on them. So again, he's looking at it from the side of Levels trying to motivate his team. The other thing is Montreal has a quarterback that's literally been on their team for 4 weeks. Like their quarterback's been there for 4 weeks. I don't know where this gusto is coming from. They beat us once in overtime because we blew a lead. And again, well, if we lose, if the Ticats, I'm weeing a lot. If we lose to them this week, that's because we blew the game. We lost.
Yeah.
Not they won. We lost. So
Wow.
All right. So for the deep dive, what do you guys think about athletes guaranteeing victories in sports? Do you think this is a good thing to do or a bad thing to do?
I mean, I feel like it depends on who you are,
Right.
right? Like,
Can someone so someone like Patrick Levels, who Tyler, I'm sure before today you've never heard of.
never heard of
Right.
him.
He's a defensive back. He's not, or I think he might be he's a linebacker. Sorry.
Linebacker.
So he's a linebacker. So it's not like he's,
Yeah, he's not like that star quarterback.
But here's the thing.
He's not in a game-changing position.
But Simone
Right.
Lawrence is a linebacker as well, and he plays as a game changer. It's a position where you can be very prominent. But what I'm saying is Patrick Levels isn't necessarily very prominent.
Sure.
So, okay, go on. It depends on who you are.
I mean, like, it's like Joe Namath called the game. Like, he said we're winning. Like, he guaranteed a win in the Super Bowl.
Broadway Joe,
right?
He's on the thumbnail.
That's a big thing, right?
Right.
Like, you go out there and
What about this
he
one?
was Joe.
Mark Messier.
I was going to say when Mark Messier did it against the Devils in '94. And he went out and scored 2 goals.
Right.
So, like, you've got to be able to back it up. I guess we'll have to see what happens. Like, if he can back it up, sure. But there's nothing for me to say, oh, you can back it up. Like, these guys, I don't know about Plexico Burris.
Well, I mean, he did say they were going to win.
I know.
And he was close on the score. He said 23-17.
Yeah. So,
but I'm sure that that's not a memory in your household that gets brought up often.
no. Every time, like, I like to watch like the top 50 plays or whatever. I love that shit. Even though I've seen it 1,000 times, I love it. But when we get to like the top Super Bowl plays of all time, and we get to number 1 and 2, it has to get shut off.
Ball on the head.
It has to get shut off.
Oh.
It's okay now because the top play is Edelman's catch.
Is
comeback?
Well, I mean, yeah, that comeback was huge, and that kind of sparked the whole thing. So yeah, I mean,
yeah,
because she can't feel too bad about that because she's stolen a Super Bowl away from another team, right? So
yeah.
28 to 3, or no, it was 28. Yeah, 28 to 3.
20-3.
28 to 3.
Ridiculous.
And the this last time that the Falcons played the Pats, the was it the lunar eclipse was supposed to last 3 hours and 28 minutes.
Yep. Like
Can't make this shit up.
it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So I thought we could go through some of the bigger guarantees in sports history and see like how this turns out for people.
I like it.
Okay, so Ovechkin after Game 5. Now these are older. Like this is from 2011. This article. So, I don't know. I would assume that this is the Eastern Conference Final of the previous season. Capitals. Again, this is just a series, right?
It
Next
never
year.
would have got to these conference finals because Ovechkin never made these conference finals until he won the cup. It was always
After
the
Game
second
5
round.
of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So next game is going to be different. It's not over. If somebody thinks it's over, it's not over. Ovechkin backed up his smack talk, assisting on 3 goals in a 5-4 overtime win. The Pens won the series, though, in the decisive Game 7. So, I mean, he was right that they won. It wasn't over, but it was kind of over.
He wasn't really calling the series or calling the game. It was just like it's a best of for a reason.
Right.
Relax, people.
Okay. This is college stuff. I don't care. Jimmy Rollins didn't necessarily predict the World Series win at the beginning of the 2007 regular season, but did predict the Mets would fall. Mets had a chance to win the World Series last year. Last year is over. I think they are the team to beat in the National League East finally, but that's only on paper. Red Sox won the World Series in 2007. I mean, that's not really a guarantee. Moses Malone predicted the Sixers 82-83 playoff run. What do you mean? Simply put, Malone predicted Philly would win their 3 playoff series in 4 games each. Even though it took 5 games to oust the Milwaukee Bucks, Malone's bold prophecy resulted in a championship for the city of brotherly love. Well, that's pretty good.
Tim Tebow.
This was a college one. Michael Jordan. So when the Pacers evened the series 3-3 with a 3-point win, Mike shrugged it off. I don't care what happens today. I don't care what happened in the other series. We will win Game 7. And he won Game 7. See, Michael Jordan can make a guarantee, right? Someone like Michael
Especially
Jordan.
in basketball, because they're on the court like
Right.
80-90% of the time.
Babe Ruth calling his shot in the 32 World Series. I mean, this guy makes a great point. Surprisingly, Cubs hurler Charlie Root didn't stick the pitch in Ruth's ear. Because, like, I'm thinking about it, and if it's the World Series and he's fucking pointing over the fence, I'm drilling him.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That noise.
fuck you,
Yeah,
bud.
did they do that back then though? Like, did they throw at people back then?
I'm sure they did.
I'm sure. Yeah. That's like tradition as old as time.
All right. For some reason, they have a Kramer thing on here from Seinfeld.
Kramer.
We're skipping that. Yeah.
What was the guarantee on Kramer?
Okay, so it didn't really happen, but this classic Kramer, after selling Steinbrenner's birthday card to a collectible shop, Cosmo is forced to find a way.
O'Neill's calling 2 home runs.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Even
go.
though it was technically scored a triple and scored on the error.
Right. Riley hadn't been fitted for his 87 ring before he promised the Lakers would repeat in 88. No team had won back-to-back championships in nearly 2 decades. But Magic led the Lakers, reached finals in 88, and got past the Pistons in an epic 7-game series. Pat Riley, we okay with the coach guaranteeing?
I'm good with the coach.
Yeah, like if it's Pat Riley, like
Okay.
Okay. You got the rep, right? Like that's my biggest thing. You've got to have.
I would love to see a coach now do that, because I don't think there's a coach in the world that would guarantee a championship. No. Oh man, you know what? Because you say it, and I'm like, yeah, I could fucking see him saying that.
It's so weird today though, like because most people aren't gonna go off and say shit like that because they don't want to be they don't want to lose.
I mean, what happens when you're wrong, right? Like, I
Yeah.
got a good wrong one coming up. I don't think it's on this list. It's on one of the other lists. Rasheed Wallace. I don't want to get into a feud with E40 for his weird whatever. During the 2004 Eastern Conference Finals, Sheed brazenly said, "We will win Game 2." Pistons backed up Wallace. They pushed through Indiana in 6 games. Okay. Again, this random playoff game.
Whoop-de-doo winning 1 game of a series. Congratulations.
All right, we got Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali said he was going to knock out Sonny Liston. He did, right?
Yeah. Like
So,
that shit you can control too, right? Like
a boxer saying
that is you.
Yeah, it's one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Mark Messier, undoubtedly one of the greatest players the NHL has ever seen, won a myriad of awards for his play and notched 6 Stanley Cups. Fuck's sake, 6 Stanley Cups. That's bonkers. In 1994, his New York Rangers were down 3-2 in the Eastern Conference Final to the Cross River rivals. That was hard to say. The New Jersey Devils. Messier publicly declared the Rangers would win Game 6. And he was right, and he played brilliantly. Messier netted a hat trick, and the Rangers went on to win the cup. And then, of course, Joe Namath. What does he say? Does it have the quote? No, it doesn't. Okay. Joe went on out on a limb and predicted a win over the Colts. Wow. Coats, because I was thinking of his fancy coat. It wasn't close. It wasn't as close as the 16-7 final score looked, but New York led the whole way. Jerry Hill's 1-yard TD for Baltimore run only left 3:19 left on the clock. There you go. And that was his only Super Bowl victory. Poor Joe. Okay, there was a good one here. It was not this list. It was this list. Oh, this is funny. So in 2015, this minor league team, the Joliet Slammers, they said if the Cubs don't win the World Series this year, if you went to this specific game, if the Cubs don't win the World Series, you get a free ticket to any game next year. And that was the year they won the World Series, so they didn't have to pay out. All right. This guy, here we go. Carlos Zambrano says, "I believe this year I will win the Cy Young, and I will enjoy that. And besides that, we will win the World Series. I guarantee you that. I have faith." This was in 2007. He did not win the Cy Young
either.
He was 18-13 with an ERA of 3.95, and the Cubs did not win the World Series. Double whammy.
Double whammy.
Double whammy. I think this one has some bad one. Oh yeah, this one's good too. Seahawks tight end Jeremy Stevens was asked before the Super Bowl in 2006. How do you feel about it being Jerome Bettis' last game? And he goes, "It's a heartwarming story and all that, but it will be a sad day when he leaves without the trophy." He did, however, leave with the trophy that day.
Yeah.
There was
these are the better ones. The ones where you get wrong.
Tony Romo in this would have been 20. Fuck, when was this article? 2015. Yeah. So Tony Romo said now again, this was he was at a very small crowd Texas banquet, but he says we're gonna win the Super Bowl next year. Spoiler alert, Tony, you did not win the Super Bowl in 2015 or 16. Let's see. Oh, this is really great. Okay. Well, I think we've run out of good ones. Anyways, you guys got anything else about guaranteeing it? Okay, so let me ask this. Are the Montreal Alouettes is Patrick Levels going to be correct with his prediction? Are the Montreal Alouettes going to beat the Hamilton Tiger Cats this Sunday?
I mean, there's a chance.
I'm gonna go with no.
Let me see what the line's set up right now.
Yeah, actually. Let's see what the line is.
The line changed with the guarantee.
It's off the board.
It's off the board?
Yeah, I guess they have to count to the guarantee factor.
Oh,
So maybe we'll find out tomorrow.
damn. For real, it's off the board?
Yeah, it's off the board.
Wow.
There's no watch set. Yeah.
Is that normal for a playoff game? 5 days out, 4 days out? What is it?
Not for regular football, but maybe because of CFL.
I found one that has Hamilton by 4.5.
Well, there you go.
Hamilton by 4.5. I don't know if we cover that. I think it's gonna be close.
I'll tell you what, I'll be smashing the under, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. It's for sure gonna be an under. So sorry, you didn't give me the answer. Who's gonna win?
Oh, Ticats.
Ticats. Tyler says Ticats.
Going Ticats.
I'm saying Ticats as well.
And then we can get, some all-you-can-eat sushi afterwards.
That
There you
that could happen. That could happen. All right, guys. Wow. We've only been going for 40 minutes. The last couple weeks, it's been like an hour 10.
We usually spend like the first 25 minutes
That's true.
not talking about
That's true.
sports.
I got to get right in.
You got a machine. You got a well-oiled.
That's right. We got anything else we want to talk about? Mark, this is your time to shine.
Well, I mean, there's basketball, the hockey, baseball announced their all MLB teams. The
Oh.
Jays had 3 first all MLBs.
Okay.
In was it was Semien, Robbie Ray, and Guerrero Jr.
Okay.
Obviously,
Yeah.
and Teoscar
And-
got a second
Second.
Oh, nice. Okay.
all-MLB.
I read something about the what's the fucking word? I hate when I'm not prepared because I would have this word written. The collective bargaining agreement's up.
CBA, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I heard they moved the date to like December 2nd or something because it was November 30th, and then now it's December 2nd, which doesn't seem like a big change. So are we in for a lengthy CBA process?
Probably. I mean, the big shtick was the whole rookies not paying their worth, right?
Right.
And not getting they're being under control for so long that by the time they hit free agency, it's like they're either at their prime or past their prime.
Oh,
Right.
it's that bad, eh?
It's 7 years, 8 years. So if you come into the league and you don't start till you're 23, by the time you hit free agency, you're already 30.
That's crazy. But I mean, the good thing is that means we got Vlad for a few more years.
But who knows with this new CBA if that changes?
Yeah, but I can't imagine that it would change now. I would imagine that would be something that changes, like those guys would be grandfathered in on the old system.
Not necessarily, because it's not like they signed a contract saying we have you under 7 years of control. It's after a certain amount of years, it's
okay.
arbitration,
Gotcha.
and then a certain amount of years, it's arbitration again at a different level.
Gotcha.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So then we could lose Vlad.
Or we have to pay him earlier.
Right.
Than
Than what we would like. Now,
Yeah.
Is there any talk of salary cap coming to MLB, or is that just never going to happen?
never gonna happen.
As
I
long
Especially
as
with the rich teams.
As long as the Yankees and the Dodgers exist.
The rich teams, yeah. As long as they want to be able to spend as much money as they can,
Right.
they'll be more than happy to pay a luxury tax if
Right.
they really want to push it.
Interesting.
And it's better for the players too, because that way you can make more money than
Any other sport.
yeah,
Like, because it's unlimited, right? There's no
unlimited.
there's
no
no
limit.
limit to. So if I said, you know what, I want Vladdy Guerrero to come play for my team, and I'm going to pay you $1 billion a season.
You can make that contract.
It would
What-
be a silly contract to make, but
What
you
Yeah.
could
sport?
do that.
What sport are we going to see the first $1 billion contract in?
If it
It's gonna
happens
be
anywhere,
football.
it's gonna,
It's going to
yeah,
be football,
Because they have the TV money.
right?
You need the TV money to
Right.
get there, right?
What was Mahomes has that crazy one? It's like almost $500 million, right?
500,
Yeah.
like 476, I think.
So we're not even that far from the first $1 billion contract.
No.
Like, what do you think? 15 years?
Like within 15 years?
Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe even 10.
Like are we talking like $1 billion
The full
and
contract, not a
full
not
contract?
a season. Like I mean, $1 billion. We're a long way from that, but probably in our lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you guys, maybe not me so much. See, Tay normally makes the old jokes, so
Yeah.
I gotta do it since I'm
You
hosting.
gotta do that yourself too.
Yeah,
Although, don't roll up baseball, right? I mean,
yeah,
without that ceiling, like they can just do whatever they
Yeah.
want.
just be like, fuck it, we're gonna sign you 20 years, $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That would be insane.
So is the rookie? What other sticking points are there on this? Like, what's gonna be the hardest thing to get over? Because it can't be the rookie thing. The fucking old guys don't give a shit about rookies. Older players don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're
I
not
don't know
gonna.
what
They're not gonna go. They're not gonna go into like a lockout or a strike, because the rookies aren't getting paid enough.
No.
Well, yeah, it's all about the union though, right? Like because it's a players union, so it's
Right.
the
but
union does look out for everybody.
Of course they do, but at the end of the day, there's a vote that happens.
Right.
And like I said, the guys who are already past the rookie stage, like they're not going to give a shit. Some of them might, but they're not going to.
It might, just because it might allow them to make more money, right? They're not restricted to arbitration.
Yeah.
And
Maybe. Is there any other? Okay, how about I put it this way? Are we going to see a labor stoppage for baseball, or is baseball going to start on time next year?
I think they'll start on time. They can't risk another stoppage.
No.
I don't think any sport can risk a stoppage right now. I think across the board, attendance is weird. Across the board, I think TV numbers are, maybe the NFL is the exception, but I think across the board, TV numbers are down.
Even I think the NFL numbers are down, but that's like saying you weigh 300 pounds and you lost 10 pounds.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
You're still fat, is what you're trying to say.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Great
cut
analogy.
I'm cutting that out. The live people get to see that. That's getting cut the fuck out. Yeah. Okay.
Body shaming.
So you don't think there's gonna be a stoppage? I think they'd be crazy.
No.
Yeah, I think they'd be crazy.
They'd be crazy to do it.
Any sport right now, you can't afford to lose time.
No.
All right. Anything else? No. That's a no.
No.
All right.
No.
All right, guys. Well, so that's gonna do it for us this week. Make sure we're at Scotch Sporting on all the socials: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you comment. No, not comment. Rate us on iTunes. That's it. Check us out on YouTube and the TikToks. And that's it, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.